Hi there, this is me again, Mr. Zamora, and I am here to explain 9.BB.6. Okay, now we're going to be working with quadratic equations, alright? Solve a quadratic equation using square roots. So this is very, very simple. Remember that I told you that quadratic equations, they have like two correct answers. Why? Because one answer is positive and one answer is negative. Okay, well, in the case of this, all right, so we're going to solve for s. S squared equals 25. So write your answer as integers or as proper or improper fractions. So do not write your answers like with decimals, okay? If it is not a whole number, you have to write it as a fraction, okay? So if s squared is 25, how much is s? So what you need to do is to get the square root of this number, 25, to get the s. What is the square number of 25? Or in other words, what number multiplied by itself equals 25? So it is 5. But not only 5, also negative 5, because negative 5 times negative 5 equals 25, because negative times negative equals positive. All right, so it is pretty simple. So now what is the square root of 100? So if you find a number that it's a little bit complicated, you can use always the calculator. All right, so in this case it is very simple, because 10 times 10 equals 100, and so t equals 10 and t equals negative 10. Submit. 121. Well, I know what the answer is, but if you don't, you can get the calculator. Okay, remember, you can just write 121 and you hit this button or whatever you want, depending on what calculator you're using, and you're going to get the answer. Okay, so the answer was 11. Okay, we submit our answer. So in here the answer is 2 and negative 2. So they seem pretty easy, all right? Okay, we have now an equation, all right? So r squared minus 81 equals 0. So what we have to do, let me print the screen so I can go to Paint. And what we have here is an equation. All right, so what we need to do, let me just enlarge this. Okay, now that it is bigger, I can work a little bit better. Okay, so now that we have this, remember, this 81 is the one that is like kind of making a little bit of noise right here. So it needs to go to the other part of the equation. But remember, if it was subtracting, now it has to be adding, or in other words, it is going to be positive. Okay, remember, when it is the first number that we write and it is positive, we don't need to write symbol, we can just erase it. So r elevated to the power of 2 equals 81. So how much is r? Okay, it's 9, because 9 times 9 equals 89. Okay, so the answer is 9 and negative 9. Okay, let me check if there are any other like kind of complicated. Okay, yeah. So j squared plus 59 equals 95. So it's also kind of simple, this one. Let me print the screen. Okay, do not save. All right, now we are ready. Okay, now we're going to do the same. We're going to clear j squared by sending this to the other side. It was adding, now it is going to be subtracting. Okay, so 95 minus 59 equals, so remember you can always use a calculator. 95 minus 59 equals 36. Okay, so j squared equals 36. So j without this square equals 6 and negative 6. Okay, so we go back to Excel and we write our answer, 6 and negative 6. Okay, so if you don't have any question, let me know. Let me check if there are any other like a little bit complicated. All right. Okay, I found also this problem. Okay, it is pretty simple. So the square root of 100 equals 10. Okay, there is not any here, but they are asking you if there is a real solution or no real solution, or there are two real solutions. Okay, remember, if this number is positive, it means that it has two real solutions, which is 10 and negative 10. If it were a 0, there were only one real solution. Okay, if it were negative, well, negative numbers don't have square roots, so it will be no real solution. So in this case, it's two real solution because it's positive. Okay. Okay, so q squared equals this. So if we solve this, it is going to be 0. So it's going to be one real solution. All right. So never mind. Let me check if there is any other kind of tricky problem. Okay, now in this one, oh, sorry about that. Okay, in this one, so n squared plus 94 equals 84. So if we send this number to the other side, it's going to be 84. It was adding, now it's going to be subtracting. 84 minus 94 is going to be a negative number. Remember, negative numbers do not have a real solution, well, because they don't have square roots. Okay, about this one, it is going to be 54 positive, so it's going to be two real solutions, because this one is what it was subtracting, now it's going to be adding. All right, and well, that's what you have to do. And let me know if you have any question via private message. And well, if you don't, just finish the exercise, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.